Hola chicos, en este video vamos a aprender cómo formar el presente progresivo. En inglés se llama Present Progressive. Toda la información de este video es de libro Avancemos 2, unidad 2, lección 2, página 124. Las metas. Our goals for this particular grammar point are to learn how to form the present progressive. Again, this is something that we are very familiar with. It's that ing form in English, like right now, I am talking. So again, our main goal is to use this tense to talk about what is happening and what people are doing in this particular moment. Conexiones al inglés. Again, the present progressive tense is something that we use in English to say what's happening now. In English, the way we form this is we use a form of a to-be verb, like am, is, are, was, were, etc. And we have a verb that is ending in ing. So that ing form is known as a present participle. For example, they are singing. En español, ellos están cantando. So notice I'm using the present tense of the verb estar, and cantar, my infinitive, since it's an AR verb, I now have the ending ando. So ando is the equivalent of ing for an AR verb. All right, let's see how this is done. Paso uno. Again, step one is very easy. You already know how to conjugate estar in the present tense. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. Qué fácil. Step one's done. Again, that would be the I am, you are, he or she is, etc. The next part to form the present progressive is going to be adding that present participle. Again, I mentioned in our example previously, ellos están cantando, so that ando form is what I did with my verb cantar. Notice I have ando and yendo at the top here. So, in Spanish, you're going to use the present tense of estar plus a present participle. And to form those in Spanish, we're going to start with our infinitives. So, step one, I will drop the infinitive and add ando for an AR verb or iendo, I-E-N-D-O, to an ER or IR verb. So, comprar is going to become comprando. If I have comer, I'm going to have comiendo, and escribir, escribiendo. I'm not sure here what's happening, why normally we would just have the AR here, so they highlighted the R. Keep in mind I'm going to keep the entire stem, compra, com, escrib. All I'm dropping is the AR, ER, IR, and adding ando or yendo. Unos ejemplos. Estoy comprando las toallas. I am buying the towels. ¿Qué estás comiendo? What are you eating? Again, for an AR verb, start with your form of a star, depending on your subject. So I am, estoy. And then to make our ing form, we simply use our infinitive, drop the AR, and add ando, comprando. This example here to the right, I'm asking you, what are you eating? So I'm going to put this in the to form. ¿Qué estás? Comer is an ER verb. Change it to yendo, I-E-N-D-O. ¿Qué estás comiendo? Qué fácil. Más ejemplos. So again, using these same present participles, the comprando, comiendo, I put these into all the forms. So I would have estoy comprando, estás comprando, está comprando. On the plural side of things, estamos comprando, estáis comprando, and están comprando. So again, it's always going to be comprando. The only thing that is changing is my form of a star to match my subject pronoun. Qué fácil. Okay, aquí con el verbo comer, ER verb, so this time I'm making it comiendo, so my ending is not ando, but rather I-E-N-D-O, yendo. Estoy comiendo, estás comiendo, está comiendo. Nosotros form over here to the top on the plural side. Nosotros estamos comiendo, estáis comiendo, and están comiendo. Okay, finalmente, a few more examples, this time with an IR verb. Again, ER and IR are going to have the same ending. Qué fácil. Estoy escribiendo, estás escribiendo, está escribiendo. Over on the plural side, estamos escribiendo, estáis escribiendo, están escribiendo. Super fácil. Couple irregularities to keep in mind. 3 in a row, I's got to go. When you have 3 vowels in a row and you have an I, that I is going to need to change to a Y. So when you have the stem of an ER-IR verb and it ends in a vowel sound, for example, the verb leer, I have a vowel before I'm changing my ER to IENDO. So I can't have leyendo. It just sounds sloppy. And in Spanish, we want everything to be suave. So again, if I substitute that I for a Y, leyendo, mucho más suave. Some stem changers. Again, we know that there are some spelling changes and irregularities, so keep in mind E to I and O to U. These are going to happen with verbs such as decir. So again, some IR verbs have these vowel changes. So decir, E to I. So instead of diciendo, it's going to become diciendo. Dormir, I'm not going to say dormiendo. I'm going to change that O to a U and smooth it out, and it's going to be durmiendo. Last but not least, I have some pronouns. Again, just like we talked about with pronouns in the past, working with other aspects of grammar, it can go before, or it can be attached. We just worked with being attached to an infinitive when we worked with our reflexives. For instance, like quiero bañarme, I would like to take a bath. Or I can put it in front and say me quiero bañar. Again, so these same rule that we learned before, we're just going to use that now with a present participle. So pronouns can either be placed before a conjugated form of a star, or I can attach them to the end of the present participle. So when you attach a pronoun, little small extra note, you do need to add an accent to the stressed vowel sound. For instance, me estoy arreglando. When I put it in front, no need for an accent. However, when I do attach it, estoy arreglándome. It's going to be on that first vowel, ando, so the A. Again, I'm getting ready. We'll go over that more in class. Let's do some examples. If you guys can pause the video and try these out. I am eating, she's writing, we're talking, they're dancing. The informal you, the to form of you are singing. You're listening, and let's do the formal usted there. And let's do the you all form in Mexico. Again, that's going to be the usted es, verdad? And then the y'all form, the informal in Spain, that's going to be the vosotros form. Pause the video and try those out. Okay, aquí están las respuestas. Estoy comiendo, está escribiendo, estamos hablando, están bailando, estás cantando, está escuchando. And very careful with those last two. Remember, those were our stem changers. So están is going to be that ustedes form. Durmiendo, so that O to U. And the last one, remember, that was that 3 in a row, I's got to go. Estáis would be the vosotros form. Estáis leyendo. All right, we'll have some other resources on the community to help you out with this concept. This is just the general overview. Please make sure you do your Google form practice that is in the link below this video on my community. Thank you y adios.